So we have the Tower to start off the reading. So the Tower to me symbolizes an event that happens that shakes you up. It's something unexpected. It's something that kind of brings you out of your zone, out of your comfort zone. It's just something that you weren't expecting. It does bring transformation though, which is a good thing. But Virgo, I feel like this shocking event could have been something you found out, could have been something that, your intuition was like guiding you to seek to check up on. And when it finally hits you, it's like, whoa, I was not expecting that. So that's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this event that happens really teaches you something, because the reason I'm saying all of this is because I have the elemental of swords here. So the Page of Swords is very curious. Sometimes it's a energy where it's someone who's spying, someone who's trying to find out more, someone who's curious, someone who's learning more. So if from that, this Tower moment occurs, that's the first story. Now, the other story is that this Tower moment comes and you learn from it, okay? This elemental of swords is someone who's learning from whatever's happening around them, okay? And taking everything in as a lesson. So very nice. And then we have the Justice card. So yeah, cause and effect, baby. So to me, this is definitely something karmic that could have happened. I feel though that because of this and you learning from it, or just, I feel like in general, this Tower moment is going to help you learn something, okay? It's going to be a lesson. And I feel like that brings justice into your life, because it's almost like it balances things out for you. It makes you look deep within yourself, really look at your reflection and see what more is there of me? What can I do? What more can I do? Etc., etc. We have the High Priestess, crowning this beautiful Justice card. So I feel with the High Priestess, this is definitely something that you're being guided by spirit with. I feel like this Tower moment is definitely something that came out of the blue. It's something that you find out, something that was kept in the dark. Okay, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but for some of you, this is definitely it here. Some kind of truth coming out to the light, because justice is the truth coming out. High Priestess, something's hidden and it's going to come out. The High Priestess also talks about your intuition, how your intuition can guide you to that balance. So take whatever it is that really resonates with your life, okay? I do see though here with the Empress, it's almost like you're freeing yourself here from something. You're seeing the world from a different perspective. You're seeing everything from a different perspective, and it's kind of creating some like with the Novice of Wands, it's creating some kind of movement toward freedom, movement toward freeing yourself, freeing your thoughts. I feel like for some of you Virgos, you're definitely struggling a little bit with finding what your passion is, or finding what really sparks you. And I feel like you're on that journey, you're on that search to find that in the month of February. But I do see here that after this shocking event, after this Justice card, after the truth, whatever this cause and effect, it's like you're starting to come out to, like, how do I say this? To take action, to be a little more fearless, okay? So you're starting to see things from a different perspective here, and things are coming out to the light. I see it again with the moon here. I feel like though, for some of you, or for, I don't know, all of you, you're struggling mentally in the month of February. You're really like up in your head a lot with this Five of Swords. It's a lot of mental conflict here. It's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, can things go right for once, And it's kind of like that energy. And I feel like, you're trying to see things from a different perspective. You're trying to stand up here and see how you can find whatever it is that you need to find. But there's so much chaos within your mind that you're just like, what is happening, And I feel like that leads to the next card. So let me take the time here to explain this to you. With the Hierophant here, the Hierophant is about commitment, okay? It's about like a long-term commitment. The Hierophant can be like a teacher, maybe even like a psychologist, So if for some of you, you're struggling mentally, I feel like seeking help for that is going to really help put that fire out. I'm sorry, I'm like going back and forth because there's just so many messages here, Virgo. So many messages. But if you're struggling, if you feel like there's that one part of you that's just driving you nuts, you know, how there's like this bird and he's like, you know, talking in his ear and it's like, what the hell? Leave me alone. You know, I feel like there's someone here that could free you, that could help you. Okay. That's not for everybody, but take that as it resonates. We have the 7 of Wands. So I feel the 7 of Wands in general, it usually talks about, some kind of perseverance, you know, maintaining control, right? And I feel like in this particular case, though, it's like, Virgo, you're going within. You are locking yourself in this bubble, in this like snow globe thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It looks like a snow globe to me, but it's not. But this is what I'm seeing in the vision of my mind's eye and what I'm connecting with the pictures. It's like you're only allowing one person to come in. You know, it's like you're only allowing one energy to come into this space to really help you. So, you know, I feel like, yes, lessons have been learned, things have shifted, things have changed, and you're trying to see things from a different perspective and really, you know, find that fearlessness within yourself, but you're struggling mentally with something else or with this situation, whatever, something here you're struggling with. And there's one energy here in particular that's really helping you. Okay, we have the World here. So I feel like because you're seeking help, because there's something here that's going to help you, this energy, whoever this is, it doesn't matter. Could be anybody. I feel like it brings harmony to your life. It puts out that fire. It's like this energy. It could just be the other side of you. Okay. So take it from different perspectives. It could be another side of you, but either way, whatever this energy is, it takes you away from the fire. You see, like you step onto this ice block and you sail away or you float away from that fire that has been ignited here. Okay. Which it's kind of like that tower and how the electricity hits that and it sparks something, but it sparks a transformation here is what I'm seeing. No matter how I'm reading these cards or where I'm going with this, and in the end, I feel like there's a big transformation here for you, Virgo. And because there is transformation here, it's like you dig deep within and you finally find your balance, okay? I'm going to read these two together because it's Temperance here. With the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is like someone who's, you know, controlled, emotionally balanced, someone who has control of their feelings, of their emotions. And it brings that balance, that harmony back into your life. So it's like you finally reach this point. Could also be that someone is helping you, maybe a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Maybe helping you find this balance. Could be a Sagittarius. But somebody here has helped you, or some energy here has helped you, which again, it could just be you, the other side of you. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to lose you. I'm losing myself right now. There's so many messages here. We have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is talking about a decision that needs to be made. Okay. I feel like Virgo, again, you step into the zone of maybe struggling a little bit with a decision. Okay. So yes, you've maintained your balance. You've come into sort of a balance mode, but now you're like weighing your options because there's a choice that you feel like you could make that could get you into the 5 of Pentacles zone, which the 5 of Pentacles is insecurities, it's scarcity, it's being left out in the cold. So I feel like, you know, it's almost like you feel like whatever choice you make might leave you out in the cold. So you're thinking about it very thoroughly, making sure that you have all your shit in order before you take a step in one of these ladders, before you open one of these bowls, or however you want to see this. But in the end, there's one decision that's really going to flow within your situation and it's going to be good for you. Okay. But I feel like Spirit is saying here, you have to find that logical perspective. So with the King of Swords is someone who's very logical. It's someone who's very powerful, intellectual, you know, it's someone who really speaks with the truth. And I feel, Virgo, you're balancing not only your emotions, but your mind as well. And I feel like because these two, let's just take these off real quick. But you see how these two are next to this card here? It's basically telling me, Virgo, once you balance these emotions and your mental, it's like you finally make a good decision, a decision that is going to benefit you. So we have the Strength card clarifying the King of Swords. So to me, this tells me that you find the courage to tell yourself the truth. You find the courage in the month of February to be honest with yourself, to choose what's really going to be right for you. So take your time. Maybe spend some time out in nature. Really ground yourself. Come back to yourself. Because something here is shifting in your life. It's a big transformation. I can't say that enough. Go into hermit mode. Go within yourself. See what this is. Wow. What a message. Okay. Let's continue. So Spirit is telling me to start in the middle. So I'm going to start in the middle here. We have follow the golden rule. So these are your messages from your guides. Follow the golden rule. Let's see what this says for you. The message of this card is the cornerstone for anyone choosing to live a mindful life. Anytime it appears in your spread, you will know that a situation is occurring or about to occur in which you need to treat others as you would like to be treated. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes and imagining what advice, help you would like if you were that person is the greatest exercise of empathy there is. From a karmic standpoint, you can never go wrong by following the golden rule. How you treat others can be labeled as right or wrong, but as long as your intention was to do as you'd like to be treated, then there is no culpability on your part. You came with an honest and sincere intention based on the thing you know the best, yourself. Guessing or assuming what actions to take can often lead to misunderstandings. Always think to yourself, if I were that person, what would I like to hear from me? So I feel like this does also tell you not only the message within this card, but also this last sentence is very good for you to ponder on, because this could be that other side of you that you can speak to. It says, if I were that person, what would I like to hear from me? So what would you like to hear from you to you? Okay? Follow the golden rule for yourself. I'm getting that so clearly. We have lead by example here. Okay, so let's see what this card says. If you are a spiritual seeker, then this card is asking you to practice what you preach. You can be well read on the practice of mindfulness. But if you don't walk your talk, then it means nothing. Be aware that what you think must also be what you project to others. You must be in complete alignment with your spiritual being and the connection to source energy. Be the person you want others to be, and never let a moment go by without taking advantage of it. When you show others kindness and compassion, this energy is attracted back into your life. Then that creates a ripple effect that influences people even beyond your own sphere. As you contemplate on this card, think of yourself as a lighthouse and the responsibility that comes with guiding others to the energy of love instead of fear. Remember, if you believe a certain way but create a different energy with your thoughts, words, and actions, then you are not in alignment, okay? Very beautiful. I feel like there's so many different perspectives and so many different messages for you, Virgo. I feel like out of all the readings I've done for February for people, this has been the most insightful and the one with the most information, I feel. So take everything as it resonates, and what doesn't resonate, throw away, because there's a little bit for everybody here. So this last one is gift without expectations. Excuse me. Let's see. Okay, here we go. When you spread light and love to others, it should be done without any conditions attached to the act. We are all made of the same energy. So the good that you give out is essentially given to yourself. When you help others, you help yourself, is the mantra of this card. What needs to be emphasized is that the joy of giving is your reward. Energy is constantly flowing, and by lovingly giving unconditionally, you increase the flow and bring it into a higher vibration of being, which in turn assists everyone. Giving is a part of your soul. When you are not able to give without conditions, your ego has issues of scarcity and or the need to feel acknowledged. When you give selflessly from the heart, you increase the energies of abundance and gratitude throughout your sphere of influence. Life is not a competition. We are here to help each other. Focus on ways that you can achieve this in your life without consciously thinking about it. The best rewards reaped are from the acts that you didn't even realize you had shown. Okay? Give without expectation. Also receive without expectations, and I feel in the end, Spirit is throwing you a curveball for a reason, okay, in your life. So take everything and turn it into a positive, okay? Take any negative situation that happens and turn it into a positive, because I feel like that's going to really help you move forward and really balance that emotional and mental self, so that you can make a better decision for yourself in the long run.